Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The video today is a little bit different. After all, I do lifestyle in this channel, so this is going to be a lifestyle video. The Florida lifestyle, I live in Florida. I'm sure that you know, if you've been following me for a while, I live in Florida in the United States, the land of the hurricanes in the summer. Well, recently we had a very strong one, Milton. If you have listened to the news worldwide, I think we've been pretty much the news of the day. And I decided to make this video because I've been living in Florida for about 35 years. I went through a lot of hurricanes from category 1 to 5. My very first one was a 5. Was Hurricane Andrew in Miami, and I was living by the water, and let me tell you, it was no fun. I've been through tropical storms. I am into subtropical, tropical weather, if you want to call it. I know it all. And I have found that there's a lot of insensitivity about this hurricane business. So, you know, when this happens, it's very, very traumatizing. And I am lucky so far. I am very, very lucky. Let me just preface with that, because I've never been terribly affected by it. But I've known other people who have. You know, it's like an earthquake. You can lose everything. The only difference between this and an earthquake is that for this you can prepare. But how much can you prepare for a disaster? You know what I mean? So I'm going to mention here 4 things that I personally would like people not to tell me when a disaster like this is imminent. And I want to start with one that is very, very famous, not just for hurricanes, but for all disasters. And it's this one of staying safe. Stay safe. And I'm thinking, how can I possibly not? But at the same time, I'm going to stay as safe as nature allows me, as God allows me. Now, because English is not my first language, and sorry for the lightning. It's like I'm filming in daylight, and this thing, you know, now it just got cloudy, so hence the changing lightning. Oh, here we go again. Yes, so about staying safe, I asked a friend of mine the other day, because like, what do you mean staying safe? How can you not? Well, apparently staying safe means for these people who are, you know, the adventurers, to call them something, that would like to go on the pier when the winds are blowing, or, you know, step outside and see how windy it is, and then you get blown away. So I guess this is a message for people who are not conscious of their safety. But about 99% of us, or at least 95%, are. So when people are telling me staying safe, well, yes, pal, I am going to stay as safe as I can. Number 2, that I hate when people tell me this, and I think this applies for anyone who is undergoing a major challenge in life. And when people tell you, especially when they're miles away, you know, from the disaster, I'm praying for you. You know what? Unless you're getting down on your knees for hours and hours on end and actually praying for me, do not tell me that you're praying for me, because you're more than likely you're not. And let me tell you, when one of these things is outside of my house, these hurricanes, I pray. I have been on my knees for hours and hours on end praying to God to deliver me from this. So I know all about praying. So unless you're doing that for me, do not tell me that you're praying for me. Number 3, and this is just the epitome, I guess, of insensitivity. This was told to me by a customer the other day. I work in hospitality, and I basically talk to people for a living. So this was a day or so before this storm hit, and she goes, "Have you flown away in the hurricane yet?" No. And I left it there. There was this deathly silence. And she kind of felt uncomfortable, I could tell. Well, I wanted her to feel uncomfortable, because that was not the joke to make at that time. She tried, I get it, she tried to be jokey, but there's jokes and there's jokes. That is a bad joke to say to people who are about to go through something like this, or who just may have gone through something like this and may be traumatized by it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, avoid saying those things. And last but not least, I have another one that I've been told. Why do you live there? Well, you know why? Why were you born white? Why were you born tall or short or fat? Why are you ugly? Why are you beautiful? Why anything is the way it is in life? Do not ask insensitive questions to people who are undergoing a traumatic situation and a challenge in life. When things like this happen, we lose power, sometimes for weeks. Now it's going to be, tomorrow is a week since this happened. Some people still don't have power. Some people don't have internet. I work from home, and I was 2 days without internet. I had to go work at the office. Luckily, my office currently is not very far from home. But when you are, used to working from home and you have that in your routine, and it is, an inconvenience, a challenge. Everything gets, changed all of a sudden. Some people had already decorated for Halloween, and they had to put that away within a matter of a few hours. Do you know how hard that is? So next time that you talk to one of us here in Florida or anywhere else for that matter, consider these 4 things that I have just mentioned. Now I'm going to tell you what I would appreciate that people tell me, because it's only fair, right? I told you I don't want to hear. It's only fair that I tell you what I would like to hear. And I think also this would apply for anyone who's undergoing a major challenge in life. I'm here for you. Please reach out anytime, anywhere, at any moment in time, and I'll be there for you. And leave it up to them to decide what they need when they need it. We're all adults. We know these things. And each one of us processes them in a different way. Be respectful of the feelings of others. And any comments below, any suggestions, any input, and please share this video. Please share it, because I think it can be enlightening. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.